In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to send a broadcast. So a broadcast is a one-off email that's not part of a campaign, but it's just when you want to send a message out to part of your database to keep them updated. So what we do is, this is the dashboard, so we go to the menu at the top and there is broadcasts here under the marketing, so we click on broadcasts and then we get this page. And we can choose whether we send out an email, a fax, a voice broadcast, fulfillment, or letter. But most of the time we're going to be sending out emails, so let's click on email. And this is where we choose who we want to send out to. Okay, so this depends on your tags, and what we want to be able to do is do a search based on tags to send to a very specific list. So for me, as an example, my database has been, and this is my database in front of us at the moment, my database has been segmented and one of my tags in there says yes to videos. So that is my tag which allows me to email people on a weekly basis when there are new videos for them. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a new search. So let's click on new search and up it comes here. Okay, and you can search if you wanted to just send a broadcast to one or two people or a company, you could do that, or a lead score. Okay, so you could do different ratings. But what we can do here with the tag IDs, what I'm looking for here is one that's this one, Jamie McKean, yes please weekly videos. So this is me sending it to people, okay, who have signed up for the weekly videos or have signed up for another part of my website, and then the tag has added yes please for weekly videos. So I'm going to do a search on that tag and it will now add, see here that there's 1,190 in the list plus myself, because it'll always add you in, and it tells me down here one of the recipients non-marketable. I'm not really worried about that, it's only one, so I'm going to continue as is for now. Okay, so click next. Once I've got the right search, you'll know as well if it's right by the numbers, if you've got the right type of search filter in there for your database. So let's click next. The next step now is to compose my email. Now if you're doing this on behalf of someone else and you're logged in as you, step one is to change it to who you're sending it as. Okay, so this is going to be sent out as me, so I'll send from Jamie McKean. Okay, and then this is important, this one by the way, because if you forget this, then possibly if you're an admin person, it might go out under your email address to the whole list, so you want to be careful of that. If it's your Infusionsoft and there's only you as a user, you're okay. But otherwise, easier to choose your name of who it's going out as. The subject, okay, you want to put in the subject. Now what I do with mine, I draft my emails in a writing document, which is here. Okay, and so my title is called Life Experiences for this email. So let me copy that. Let me put it in here. Let me make sure it's as well. Title case, Life Experiences, ... Okay. It's easier in Infusionsoft just to leave it as HTML graphics. Okay. And then here, what we need to do is we need to click Edit Email Body. Okay. Now I've set up a standard template for this, so this is why mine comes up white background and black text. Okay, and the layout, I'm actually also going to change here the email alignment to left. So change that and that will move to the left. So that's how I want to send it out. The style has already been selected, as you can see, as a simple black. Okay, I don't need to do anything else because all this is a paragraph section. And what I've got as well further down here is a space with the full stop. See that full stop down here? I put that there, which pushes this unsubscribe further down, which allows people to just see your email as though it was written by you versus sent out from a email marketing tool. So let's go in and let me go and grab this copy. So I'm just going to copy and paste it from here, then and paste it in here from the email. Okay. So there's the email that I've just written, and what I've also got in here, what I need to do is put hey first name in. So let's do the merge and go most common fields. So I clicked on the merge button here, and then I go most common and I click first name. And what that does, I clicked it twice, so it's gone in twice, so I'll delete one of them. And what it's done there is you can see different fonts. So I've got you can see here that when I'm on the hey, it says font family in 312 point, and when I click on this, it disappears. So what I want to do just to tidy that up, I don't actually want it 12, 12's too big, I want it 10. So I'll highlight all of that. I'm going to choose the font of Arial, and then I'm going to choose the size of 10. And what that does is then matches it all up. Hey, contact first name, how's your week been? Good, I hope. Now also as a little thing, I don't put a comma after the first name because some people may not have a first name in my system. They may have just signed up just with an email address. If you have a comma, then there's a blank space and a comma, it looks strange. So if you just have hey, contact first name, that's the way to do it. So how's your week been? Good, I hope. So I'm just reading this. It tells people here. I want to put this on a link, so let me do technology for coaches. Let me change that. So launch technology for coaches, because you can't put a URL, you can't put technologyforcoaches.com as the text because it'll be picked up as a spam link. So what I've just done there is I highlighted it, highlighted the words. Okay, I've gone up and said link, click this link button, and up comes a link. And I can choose different pieces of things to do for this link, okay, which we'll get to later. But for now, I'm just going to do the URL, which is technology for coaches.com. Just put that in there. So there's a little bit enough about me. What I'd love to do is share these two. So here's two places I need to put links in. So I've got all about you, which is a blog post from my Jamie McKean site. So I'm going to go in and add a link here. And what I've got as well is I have a tracking link set up specifically for tracking my marketing. So let me go and get that link now. I'm going to put in the tracking link here. So that's the tracking link very specifically for this blog post. And I've also got, for this CRM one, I have a very specific tracking link for this one as well. So I'll go and click on link, and then I'll just go and get that tracking link. Here's the link for that one. Okay, so they are tracking links that I've got set up in the background, which have Google tracking in them. And so, and as I read this, what I'd love to do is share these two. Yep, that's good. And if you're having regular thoughts, yeah, then that one. And that one is another tracking link, which I know from memory, which is jamielikes.me/ The Big Leap. Great book, by the way. I suggest you read it. The Big Leap. So no wonder our big tassels on the verticals. No wonder. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's that in there. So I've got those in there. I can press save now. So once I've got the words in, I'm happy. Okay. And look, I do this quite quickly. If you're doing this on behalf of someone, you want to triple check spelling and grammar and etc. Personally, I don't want it too polished because that's how I write. I want it to come across like I've just written it quickly, which I really did for this one. And I do for most of them. So I click save and I click close builder. Okay, so here's the subject life experiences, and now here is it's put my name in there in their first name, and then that's how it's going to look. Okay. 1.1, that's okay. That's all right. There's quite a few links in it, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to click next. Actually, if I click back, let's go back a second. So I can click back here, and it's all in there. And what you should do, sorry, I skipped it just out of habit, but what you should do is click send test. And then when you click send test, it will send you a test, and it'll tell you email successfully sent to Jamie McKean. And you can change the different tests. If you're sending it to someone else, select a different contact here. Okay. If you have a high score or an average score in spam, then follow the instructions and get it down to a low score. You want it green. Okay. You want to make sure it's green. So let's click next. And now here's the last piece. See, we've got 3 steps: recipients, compose, and send. So we've done the recipients and the compose. And yes for the permissions and agree. That's basically saying that we've got permission and we're not doing spam. Track it. Here I could put a scheduled date if I wanted and a time, but I don't. I want to send it right now. Only send to confirmed email addresses. And Facebook already has things being sent to it. So I'm going to click on the Twitter one for now, just to put it out on Twitter for me. Okay, so that's connected on my network. And then I can click send. If you're, by the way, if you're not connected on your network, there will be buttons here that will allow you to do it. And if there isn't, you probably want to go to your profile in the settings side of things and do it that way. That can add in over time. You don't need to worry about that for your first couple of broadcasts. So let's click send. And that is now done. And what it'll show you is an email batch. Okay. And it will now go through and it will spit out. And it will go through all of this for me and do it. I don't need to stay on this page. Okay, but you can see it's going through. Okay, but I'm going to now close this down, and that is how to send a broadcast. All right, bye for now.